course, my boss, the sector minister, the minister for tourism, arts and culture, Honorable Katrina.
Our very affable chief director, chief executive officer for exclusive events, Ms. Ghana, Mr. Ghana, past title holders of Ms. Ghana, our distinguished men and women from the press, ladies and gentlemen. We are very happy to receive you this afternoon in the conference room of this ministry. My message is a pretty straightforward one. It is straightforward because most of the matters that I'm going to speak to are already in the public domain. First of them is that all of us do know that this year constitutes the 60th independence anniversary of our republic. Mr. President, he doesn't want us to call him His Excellency, I almost did. Mr. President inaugurated a national planning committee of which I had the privilege to be the vice chair. The planning committee set out to work and set a paradigm for this year's anniversary. Amongst many others, the committee came to the conclusion that we should celebrate what is Ghanaian and what makes us unique. In that regard, the event subcommittee of the National Planning Committee, with the approval of the National Planning Committee, has designated this year's Ms. Ghana, i.e. Ms. Ghana at 60, the Diamond Jubilee anniversary of Ms. Ghana, as an official event for Ghana 60 years on. The rationale behind this decision I believe, is not far-fetched. It's the fact that the Ghanaian woman is a special being. The Ghanaian woman, in my view, is the most beautiful lady in the world. And we need to showcase our beauty, and we need to showcase the Ghanaian woman. In addition to that, we just are not making this year's Ms. Ghana an official event of the celebration simply because of the beauty of the Ghanaian woman, also because of the work that past Ms. Ghanas have done for the social, cultural, and economic well-being of the Ghanaian people. We are told that in past years, respective Ms. Ghanas have done your women's job in matters of KIA and their upkeep in building infrastructure of clinics and the rest, and indeed the achievements are a tall list, and the reasoning is that in as much as we are promoting Ghanaian women, promoting tourism, promoting art, promoting entertainment and the rest, there is also substantial and substantive benefits to Ms. Ghana over the years, and more particularly for Ms. Ghana at 60. In all humility and modesty, I must say that Mr. President, the President of our Republic, officially endorses this year's Ms. Ghana at 60. And he's had the occasion to meet with the organizers of Ms. Ghana at 60, i.e. an organization called Exclusive Events, and giving his personal endorsement to Ms. Ghana at 60. This is where we are. To organize these kinds of events requires funding. And indeed, the organizers of this year's Ms. Ghana are even looking ahead of themselves and have couched a vision of hosting Miss World in our republic here, right here in our capital, Accra. And we all imagine the economic benefits that it will bring to our country if we were to host Miss World in Accra. The hoteliers, the food vendors, and whatever, it is huge. And indeed, the President of the Republic also endorses the efforts of Exclusive Events at spearheading an effort in hosting Miss World in Accra here. And therefore, it will require colossal sums of money, some money to organize and to lobby and to get Miss World into Ghana and organize this year's event. The minister, the able minister, and the executives of Exclusive Events will work those details out. But I have the duty to employ corporate Ghana, employ individual Ghanaians, employ the private sector, and employ all and sundry to chip into the coffers of the organizers of this year's events and beyond to ensure that they get their budgetary allocation for the benefit and good of all of us in Ghana. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying that the President's marching orders for the planning committee of our 60th anniversary were very unequivocal and emphatic. He said we should have a modest but elegant celebration. And he said we should have a celebration which has meaning to our Ghanaian people. And I believe that objective-minded Ghanaians will come to the conclusion that so far, so good. So far, we've been instilling patriotism in our people. So far, we've been endeavoring to ensure unity amongst our people. So far, we've been working within a lean budget. And so far, we've been raising the funds other than resorting to the public purse. It's my belief and hope that this year's Miss Ghana at 60 will get enough funding from private sector, from corporate Ghana, and even more. And that in the end, we can say without any doubt that the organization and the unfolding of Miss Ghana at 60 resulted in bringing the Ghanaian together and challenging the young men and women of our country, particularly young women, for greater heights. Thank you so very much. His Excellency the President extends his warm felicitations to the organizers of to the management and organizers of Miss Ghana at 60, to the present Miss Ghana, and then Mr. Ghana and past Miss Ghanas, and to all of you, and call upon you to support this endeavor. It's a noble one. Thank you, and God bless our country.
Yes, Miss Ghana at 60 is that the first president of the Republic, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, commissioned the first Miss Ghana 60 years ago. So the president attaches a lot of importance and significance to this year's celebration. And so Ghana at 60 and Mr. Ghana, years and beyond, we think it's a nice synchronicity to urge the public to support this endeavor, because the president is very, very excited and also passionate about showcasing what we have. And the third and final is the media, our partners in this endeavor, that the information will go out beyond this conference room and ignite the passion in our young people to celebrate who we are. That if you are a young dynamic woman or man, bring out the qualities of your God-given talent. Take that step to showcase what you can also do for Mother Ghana. And this will bring social cohesion as part of our celebration. So let's support the effort in sharing the information. Every chance you get, plug in, that's your social info ad for them to urge support for this noble endeavor. And I think it also brings back memory of a true patriot, Dr. Kweji Agri, mentioned once that it takes a woman. It takes a woman. You remember he had a lot of things. In a village, it is not only that you raise a man, but you educate a young woman, and good for an entire village. So please, I want to thank Exclusive Events, Madam Ina Patti, Khadija, and past beauty queens who have been solidly selling Ghana. It is our endeavor and our hope that together we will make this a very successful event. I thank you. Well, I think Madam Ina will speak after it has been duly launched. So without much ado, we will take this opportunity and call our friends in the media to witness that the Ghana at 60, Miss Ghana at 60 is officially and duly launched. Thank you.
Of the press, thank you. Sitting in this room brings nostalgic feeling in the sense that 13 years ago, we sat in this room when the late Honorable Jake Obechebi Lamte formally accepted my initiative to have each Miss Ghana title holder be a tourism ambassador. In addition, we sat here and jointly launched our first project together, which was the Tour Ghana with African Beauty Queens. It was during that event that my other counterparts, Miss Nigeria, Togo, Benin, what have you, we visited Kintampo Waterfalls to launch it for the first time and experience the beauty of what nature has blessed Ghana with. May I, with your permission, use the opportunity to observe a minute's silence to honor, the late Jate Obechebi Lamte and the young souls that we lost. Thank you. These beautiful memories further confirm my conviction that the Miss Ghana brand, under Exclusive Events Ghana management, would indeed enjoy massive mutually beneficial partnership under the able auspices of the Honorable Minister of Tourism. Of course, haven't had the blessings from our presidency. Our president, His Excellency, you mentioned we shouldn't use that, but our president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I'm sure the late Jake Obechebi Lamte will be smiling down at us today. As both Ghana and the Miss Ghana brand marks its 60th anniversary, it has been a crucial attempt to create an indigenous voice, tradition, and talent to unify our nation after independence. Miss Ghana was initiated in March 1957 by Dr. Sajifo Kwame Nkrumah. He believed that empowering Ghanaian women will help sustain a better political, economical, and social development of our dear nation. After 60 years, these are still the principles of the brand. Miss Ghana brand molds Ghanaian women from all walks of life and enables them to freely express their values, concerns, and help them find solutions to issues affecting their communities. The socio-economic rights of every young Ghanaian woman and underprivileged in society have since improved over the years, thanks to the awareness created through social intervention projects under past queens, such as the likes of Matilda, Selassie, just to mention a few. These social intervention projects cover areas under health, environment, aged, and education. Now, these projects driven by the past title holders indeed are always with the collaboration of private sector, government agencies, and ministries. Today, we would like to gracefully and profusely thank the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, his government, the Deputy Chief of Staff, Honorable Abu Jinapor, the Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture, Arts, Honorable Mrs. Catherine Afeku, her able team, the Chairman of the Ghana at 60 Committee, Office of the President once again, for believing in the values of the Miss Ghana brand, which still remains beauty with a purpose, and partnering with us as we commemorate our 60th anniversary. We are more grateful to them because we appreciate the diverse, huge, and present responsibility of their office. We cannot thank you enough because you have prioritized our belief in empowering the young and next generation despite time constraints, inadequate resources, and economic restraints. Mr. President, Deputy Chief of Staff, Honorable Minister, with your able team, we say thank you. To our cherished sponsors and media, thank you for how far you've brought us. However, our journey has just begun. We shall be knocking on your doors, so we start the next 100 years together. Like Honorable Minister rightly mentioned, the full details of the Ghana at 60 events will be communicated in due course, but the initial event is expected to start in April with our launch, and then the finals in August. We shall ensure to keep the torch of beauty with a purpose burning for centuries to come. So help us, inshallah. Your
reportage and give it prominence. Thank you once again for coming, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you.
Also our culture and what they put out there as Miss Ghana.
I think that the matter of beauty is never alien to the Ghanaian people. Beauty is very much in accordance with our culture. Our Queen Mothers used to dress elegantly for festivals and so on and so forth. So the whole notion about Miss Ghana at 60, there's really nothing alien about it or foreign about it. The origins in this form may be foreign in nature, but the substance of it, as in celebrating the beauty of the Ghanaian woman, is never alien to the Ghanaian.
Will anything be altered in terms of what they put out, in terms of their fashion, what they put out there? Because the more concern is about what they wear, what they get to exhibit on that day. Would anything be chipped in from your side as people who are partnering?
I will not want to prejudice the work of the subcommittee which is overseeing this event, but I do know that the National Planning Committee itself is very much awake and determined to ensure that whatever we do as a planning committee or for the 60th anniversary celebration has a Ghanaian flavor. So I'm very certain that it will have a Ghanaian flavor, and that is why members of the National Planning Committee also form part of the subcommittee which has oversight responsibility for the conduct of this whole event. But whatever it is, let's leave it to the subcommittee to determine. But you can be rest assured that it will have a lot of Ghanaian flavor, because this year's celebration is a Ghanaian celebration by the Ghanaian people. And you saw it at the Independence Parade, that almost everything, 80% of it, was Ghanaian in nature, cultural in nature. I believe this will not be different. Thank you.
Making sure that the news goes far and beyond, I can assure you, with the spirit of Ghana, 60 years mobilizing into the future. It is unique in itself, and with the president's endorsement, I think we are all enjoying to make sure it succeeds.
Do you have a key function that you're expecting this year's celebration to play so far as your ministry is concerned?
We are partners with Exclusive Events because this is an event that has touristic aspect. People will come, hotels will get occupancy, food vendors will get business. But apart from that, it's the social cohesion. Ghana is a nation of a tapestry of diversity. And when we have such events of magnitude, it brings us together. Unity in diversity. In spite of all our challenges, we find time also to celebrate the Ghanaian woman. Beauty with a purpose.
Madam Minister, please want to find out if there's anything that a coveted title holder would have to ministry. Is there a project that you will have to undergo for your ministry?
That is the work of the committee. That is a bit too premature, but being the news media that you are, you're always a partner with us. As soon as the committee gets together, we put the modalities together, we will inform you, and you will know the roles of who does what. And as we prepare for the new beauty queen, definitely the title holder now will have some significant
When is Miss World coming to Ghana?
We have to wait for the exclusive event. Well, in April, we'll get together to do the official launch, and then in August. But the details will come from exclusive events. Our role is to partner them, support them to get the needed resources, and to put it on the map.
So congratulations on the launch. Now, we know that it's been launched, and I heard you talk about the fact that there will be another meeting to launch the girls. Does it mean that they've been selected already?
No, not to launch the girls, but there will be another interaction with the press, corporate Ghana, to formally outline what the activities for this year would be. We've talked about the 50th anniversary Diamond Jubilee celebration. What are the key factors or ingredients that will make it successful and that will make it memorable like in 57? Okay, so that will be held, God willing, in April. And we aim to host the final event in August. Now, with regards to Miss World, this is a passion, a vision we've shared for the country for some time to come. And we are hopeful that, who knows, in the next 2 to 3 years, we will make it happen. But don't forget, like I always say, it takes you and I to make it happen.
Now, we know and we're excited that the government is interested in this year's Miss Ghana because it commemorates or it tallies with our 60th anniversary celebration. What we want to know is that are they giving us anything as funding, even though you're calling on corporate Ghana to fund? Are they also coming on with something?
Well, in all fairness, I am not aware of any of such funding, but the fact that they have endorsed the brand is enough to partner with private sector to make it successful. Look at the immediate, celebrations we've had in a few months commemorating our 60th Independence Day celebration. It's been corporate Ghana. So we believe that corporate Ghana is equipped enough to support this cause, to make it a success. Because guess what? Eventually, when the brand evolves and we're able to host the world event here, who really benefits directly? It's private sector. Sectors or businesses related to the tourism industry and other areas benefit directly. So let's dig into our coffers and make this vision a reality and make this, anniversary celebrations a beautiful one that would even, what should I say? It would oil the wheels to us wanting to host the event here. Because guess what? Like I mentioned, God willing, Miss World is coming to support. We have 20 other countries who've expressed interest in coming. Let them feel that, you know what, the next stop for hosting Miss World is here in Ghana, and you'll be amazed.
Wow. Do you want to tell us some of these countries that we should expect?
You want the juicy details. Tap. When we are doing our launch, you will see with the mini flags.
I see. But finally, is there any project that is already in mind or in place for whoever gets the crown to embark on?
In all fairness, the Miss Ghana Foundation has been established, so all projects embarked upon are sustainable. Environment, health, education, aged. These are the areas we focus on. At the subsequent meeting, you would hear it all.
Congratulations to you. I know that you're a second runner-up, and it's good to first runner-up, so you're second. So for 2015, right?
Yes, I was for 2015, but now I'm the current Miss Ghana ambassador for the Ghana at 60 Miss Ghana at 60 celebrations this year.
So now that you're an ambassador, what input are you having on this year's? Are you a chaperone to the ladies? What will you?
Well, we're doing almost like everything. Educate, helping them, trying to motivate them that they can be whatever they want to be. Because even for me, during my auditions, I didn't make it a cut. I didn't make the cut somewhere. I had to go somewhere else. I had to go to Tamale to go and audition, and that's where I made it. So you need to always pick up from your mistakes, and you make them better, and then you rise, and then you keep running. So that's what my basic role is going to be. Yes.
What's been your Miss Ghana experience? Share with us, for those of us who do not know what it entails.
Well, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful because, I got the opportunity to represent Ghana in Benin. Yes, and then it's been...
What was that?
That was when I was runner-up. I was Miss Nayad and competing with ladies from Cote d'Ivoire, Rwanda, Congo, and a whole lot of countries. So it was a wonderful feeling. Well, unfortunately, we didn't place because I had to come back to school. I was in school at that time, so it was just...
So you didn't wait for the pageantry to be over?
I did wait for the pageant to be over. It was a wonderful... I mean, all of them loved the fact that I was dressed in gold ornaments for my talents. And Ghana did actually carry the day over there, but unfortunately it was given to Rwanda. But it was fine. It's fine because I had to come back to school and I had an exam to write.
So what has Miss Ghana added to you as a form?
Well, I would say that I came in as an ordinary girl, but now I've left as an extraordinary girl because now I was really, really very shy at first, but now I can just walk inside anybody's office and say, hello, I'm Miss Ghana, and now I want you to partner with me to impact in the lives of the less privileged. You know, have you ever thought of the fact that why God didn't put you in that position and he put you here? Because he knows that you can have the ability and you have the funds to impact in that person's life. So that is what I carry now, and that's exactly what I'm going to continue doing, partner with the Miss Ghana brand, even after I am done. So.
There's claims that, once you participate in this, you're tagged as a promiscuous person, and you get that a lot?
Yeah, and I don't get that, but I hear that a lot. But well, I always scrap that away because it's not true. It's how you carry yourself, it's how you sell yourself that makes people perceive that about you. So, and I don't think beauty queens sell themselves like that, because you are bold, you're beautiful, you are that confident lady, and you know what you want, and you go for it. And that's basically that, because you are like that kind of idol that every young lady is looking up to, that you would impact in the lives of the less privileged. So it is really not that they are promiscuous or no.
I see. Talking about the less privileged, how do you think that you having this crown, or you being a part of Miss Ghana and being a runner-up for Miss Ghana, has impacted the ordinary girl on the streets?
Well, it has done a lot in a lot of ways, because I remember at the time that we went to the Teshi orphanage, and we had a whole lot of food, and we just spend the day with them. You know, you could see them asking you, I want to be like you when I grow up. I want to do this when I grow up. And then you see, you just have that opportunity to teach them, to educate them, to motivate them that it doesn't matter where you are. It matters where you are going. So they shouldn't just think that, well, fine, they're in an orphanage. It doesn't matter. But they should just continue putting efforts in their education, putting effort, drive, and they would get there one day.